Well, we have to start with the best place in town. I think it's the best place in town because it's a place, what, they didn't have booze here for how long?
We didn't have booze here until 2005.
2005, so it's like 70 years without booze or something like that.
Well, before Prohibition. We haven't had here, it hasn't had, after Prohibition, we didn't have beer until 2000. We haven't had here alcohol in Westerville for hundreds of years.
See, it sounds confusing, but now they have it. Here we are at the Uptown Deli, which I saw, you have a beautiful deli cabinet up there.
Thank you very much.
It's almost like a European style.
Yeah, it's a little mix of a European deli and a New York style deli, so it's a mix of both sides. Deli's up front and the brewery's in the back.
That's why it's Uptown Deli and Brew. How about that? And this is the first brewery in this area, right?
This is the first legal brewery in Westerville ever.
Temperance Brewing Company. And we got a picture up here in downtown Westerville, which is really incredible.
Yeah, it's actually a Temperance Row Brewing Company, which we named after the people that started the Prohibition movement, bought property and it's on Otterbine's campus. So the people that lived there, that became known as Temperance Row Historical District, is actually what it is. So we took our name after them.
I see some photographs. It looks like my picture could almost fit in with those guys.
Well, my joke is it's my family album. So, those are all from the 20s. Those are all real mug shots. And then the picture above is the mural of Westerville actually standing in front of this spot looking south, and that's taken 1895.
Let's get down to business. Check this out, folks. This is unbelievable. This is where the Temperance Brewing Company is. It's right behind here. And how much beer do you make in here?
Yeah, so this is a Temperance Row Brewing Company. We have a 10-barrel system here. So when we brew 20 kegs to give most people an idea of the volume that we do. Right now, each one of those tanks back there holds 20 kegs. So we have 80 kegs worth of beer fermenting. We have another 80 kegs of beer that we serve out of. So our production varies anywhere from 4 beers all the way to 12 different beers that we do at any time.
I love this cool story here because this is curd cheese, but this has something to do with the beer making.
Absolutely. This is cheese curds, and we use it from a local dairy farm, our Blue Jacket Dairy Farms. What we do is when we brew beer, we have about 2,000 pounds of spent grain left over. We take that grain, we give it to Blue Jacket Dairy Farmers. They feed the cattle make milk. He makes cheese curds from the milk. We buy the curds back, bread them, and deep fry them.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
There we go. It's the whole circle of life in a brewery.
I love it. Okay, we're talking about flavors of beer. I always like to say flavors. We've got 4 or 5 beers here, 6 beers. Which one do you start with?
This is the whole spectrum. So you can kind of start here at the end. This is our Pilsner, it's the lighter end of the spectrum, a lighter beer. And as you work your way up, this is our Scottish, which is our biggest seller. We have our IPA, which is a little bit more for the hopheads. And we're getting to here our porter.
Hopheads?
Hopheads. Guys that like a little more pucker to their beer. And over here we have our Christmas ale. This is, we put this on actually just 2 days ago. And it's very, very popular. It's really spiced subtly. It's not like licking a Christmas tree. It's a real drinkable, real Christmas ale.
When you said hopheads, it reminds me, that goes back to Prohibition. That's what they used to call people who drink beer.
Well, right now it's turning into people that really like really strong, really hoppy IPAs.
There you go. So check this out, everybody. Here's some food over here. We're talking about a deli that's got that European feel about it and some great sandwiches. Let's start with this baby right here.
That one's our Forget About It. So
Forget About It.
There you go. So we have prosciutto, arugula, and also we have the key element, which is the fig jam that we put in there with a little bit of goat cheese. That's where we get our name.
A little bit of toasted action.
Over here we have our Pizanno, which is our
Pizanno.
Our Italian sub, essentially. It's a locally baked bread from Aldino's Bakery here in Columbus. They've been around for generations. They're great people. And over there in the left corner, we have our chive turkey. So that one has a chive cream cheese, a roasted red pepper spread, arugula, turkey, and cucumbers.
And look at this baby here. So if you come down here, drive down, like you're only 2 hours from Cleveland, so it's easy to come down here.
Absolutely.
If you love the beer, you got a favorite beer, what do you do with this?
That's a growler. That's 4 pints. You can fill that up, take it home, and it'll last for about a week in the fridge until you open it.
Yeah.
After you open it, they say it lasts a day, but I never found out.
Never lasts a day. So here we are in Westerville. Like I said, a couple hours from Cleveland. I came in here around noon to check the place out. You couldn't get in here. I mean, this is a little town, and the place was jammed.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of growth there in Uptown in the last 3 or 4 years, and I think a sunny day like this, we all realize they're kind of numbered, so we're having a lot of people coming out today.
Yeah, it's a great place. We're just sort of like getting into it right now, and we've had a great start, and now we're going to go do a little shopping. There's a boutique across the street somebody said I should go see.
Yeah, Pure Roots.
Pure Roots.
Pure Roots, yep.
Okay, here we go.